Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey fans, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of J&J Sports Talk podcast.
Right on. So I'm back from our cruise. I've watched a little bit and just kind of looked at things, trying to get settled back in, so I'm not real caught up. But I did see that they were talking about the F1 last night on ESPN and all of that. That they mentioned some names that even I recognize. So that seems to be coming. It's coming.
Let's talk about your cruise. How was it?
It was good. It was good. Got to see the Tennessee-Alabama game on the cruise. That was amazing.
That was a good
Watched
game.
Jamal Meshack make that last second three-pointer to beat them. Yeah. Go Vols. Sorry, Roll Tide fans, but go Vols. So it was good. We had a good time. But we're back to reality and life. So
Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about a little bit about that game, Tennessee and Alabama. I'll
Okay.
tell you what. So that game. I didn't watch that game. I watched the ending of it, and I saw that Tennessee was down, and then before you know it, Tennessee won.
yeah, we were down by like 5 or 6 in the last the last minute, and it was just one of those games. I say it was the game of the year, but I just saw a game the other night that kind of compares to it. I think it was the West Virginia game, and I think my phone just cut off, so I'm glad you're getting it on yours. But I think it was a West Virginia game, but I don't know. It was the same type of thing. Last second, boom. Oh my gosh, they beat us, type thing. My opinion, though, game of the year. It was good. Tennessee was actually hitting some shots. Alabama, they're just tough all the way around.
Alabama always plays y'all tough
Sears,
in every sport.
Sears is, man, he is a force. He is a force. But Gainey and Lanier, and of course, I'm having a brain cramp, but anyway, Gainey and Lanier were actually hitting shots, which Lanier has been ice cold for about 10 games now. So
yeah, I thought it was kind of funny when ESPN said, I keep forgetting his name, but the one that won it for you all,
Jamal Meshack.
Meshack. They were like, Meshack of all people,
Right? I mean,
and I was like, I bet that makes him feel really good.
well, no, Meshack knows, and he's a great guy. He does a lot in the community, but if the ball is in his area, he is a defensive guy, man. He is there. If it's anywhere near him, he is there, and he's aggressively going after it. So for him to hit an offensive shot to win a game that big was huge for him, So
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
that's just big. Baseball preseason. I've been catching some of the games, some of the scores, loving it.
Let's just say, I'm glad these games don't count right now.
Well, I'm a Cincinnati fan, so I'm kind of
Because-
used to that.
The Dodgers are coming off of a World Series win, and then they're going into the spring training. And I know, like spring training, they play different people to see.
Yeah, they bring in the
to
farm
try-
league team,
right?
people.
To try and get their lineup,
Right, and see if they're ready for the big leagues, ready for the show.
Right. So, but hopefully they get their lineup and start of the season they get it right. So
Yeah.
because we got a tough schedule coming.
Well, like you said, these games don't count, but it is still baseball, so the feeling is in the air. We're all looking for spring. Put me in, Coach. Come on.
I'm looking forward to going to some of those Wahoo games.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to it. I think April 4th was their home opener. It's usually hard to get into that one, but shoot, if you want an inexpensive, great time, man, get out to a ball game. It's still cheaper than going on a trip or anything like that. You know, it doesn't matter if it's Pensacola, it doesn't matter if it's Birmingham or if you're out in Kalamazoo. You know, get out to a ball game, man. Support those guys.
It's just baseball. Going to a baseball game live is it's a different feeling.
Yeah, it's American, man. I mean, hot dog, baseball, hot dog, and apple pie, right?
Yeah, and cold beer.
I hope they find that guy, old Bud, because they keep yelling for him at every game. But you know, I'm looking forward to the Wahoos. I think their ticket prices did go up though, and so it's not as inexpensive as it used to be. But you know what, man? Get out and support your little league teams. Get out and support them. Those are the guys that they're forming their opinion about baseball right now.
Yep.
You know, are they out there in the outfield picking daisies, or are they actively, you know, looking for the ball?
Looking for crickets.
You know, I remember when you played Little League, and it was before you got your glasses.
Yeah, I was horrible.
You were literally just swinging blind at me saying swing. But that is where the Little League and you know, that time period in your life is where you form your opinions about sports, whether it's baseball, basketball, football.
Yeah.
Soccer, which I know nothing about. That was not one of the big three whenever I played when I was in school.
Yeah.
Lacrosse, you know, you got into
Played a little bit of
lacrosse.
lacrosse. Yeah, I love that sport.
So, you know, that's when you're forming your opinions, and man, they love it when people just cheer for them. They love it. They get into it. You know, if you go to a professional game or a college game and you're yelling for a team, you're one of about 30,000.
Yeah.
30, 40, 50,000. You go to a Little League game and yell for somebody, you may be the only one yelling for him. And I tell you what, it makes his day.
It does.
It really does.
It really does. Yep.
So
and
I guess the top...
believe it or not, that person can hear you too.
Yeah, oh, absolutely they can. And
it makes...
I believe today's theme is really just support your Little League teams, man. Get out there and support them boys and girls out there trying to just have a little bit of fun.
Sports for you know.
Yeah, and trying to have a little fun. I know Little League season's coming up for their summer ball. I don't know anything about how it's lined up now, how it's made up as far as travel leagues and summer leagues and fall leagues and winter leagues, but I know baseball is the boys of summer. That's what I know.
Yeah.
And so get out and support your Little League teams, man. I can't stress it enough.
For sure. Another thing, it's race week. There's nothing more I can say, but it's race week. I'm so excited. I've got high hopes for Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton, I got high hopes for him. I'm excited he came to Ferrari.
You know what? You're going to force me to watch an F1 race. I know you are. You're going to do it. So, yeah, it's race week. Sure is.
You know what?
Golf's coming back. It's all coming, guys. It's all right here. We're on the brink of it.
Spring, summer sports.
Yes, sir. And I think I'll watch that race this weekend.
It's so
Tennessee don't play, so we're good.
So
the baseball team does.
It's in Australia. It's in Melbourne. It's the Melbourne circuit.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, last year Carlos Sainz came in first in this circuit.
Well, this one, I think that's who they had picked for this one. I remember seeing it on ESPN. There was a name that I'd never heard of. It may be that one.
Well, Carlos Sainz raced for Ferrari last year.
Then they had Hamilton, and they had Schumacher, and they had, you know, the names. Mm-hmm. The one, Leclerc. So you guys, I know nothing about
Charles
this
Leclerc.
stuff. I'm just throwing out names. I'm name dropping.
Yeah.
But yeah, I may actually try to catch a little bit of that race. I'm not a big race fan, but just so I can talk about it and have a little bit of knowledge of it, I may watch a little bit of it. SEC championship coming up, basketball. They've got the brackets out. Tennessee's a double bye. Florida's a double bye. Alabama's a double bye. And Auburn's a double bye. And
How far did Auburn fall?
they're still the number 1 seed in the SEC.
Oh, are they?
Wow. But if the bracket holds true the way it should as far as the seeding and stuff like that, playing for, like, the semifinals would be Auburn, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama. And then the winner of that would play for the SEC championship. And I really don't see a reason why it shouldn't play out that way. But then you've always got the spoilers of Kentucky and Arkansas and South Carolina and, the ones that were losing games by like 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. But we're still falling back because they lost.
Right.
So you got those teams that are in there too, and they can be a spoiler at any time. So just ask Auburn the other night. But it should be good. I think the SEC tournament's going to be good. Then they're going right into March Madness. Man, that's a lineup right there. I'm telling you what. That is when the rubber meets the road.
How far do you think Tennessee will make it?
I think last year they made it to the Elite Eight. I don't know. It really depends on which Tennessee team shows up. On whether it really depends on if Lanier is on his game and dropping threes like into the bucket. It depends on if Gainey is on his game, because Gainey, I tell you what, I think he's the most underrated player in NCAA. Meshack, if we can keep him out of foul trouble, because, like I said, he's an aggressive defensive player and he will go for the ball. And so if we can keep him out of
Aggressive,
foul trouble.
he's more prone to fouls.
And then Zakai Ziegler, that's the name I couldn't think of earlier. Zakai, sorry. Love you, buddy. I tell you what. Never, I've watched basketball many years. We'll just go there. Never have I seen a small man like Zakai Ziegler play ball the way he does.
Ziegler, yeah.
He's a leader. His team just gathers around him naturally. They have since he was a freshman. Will he make it in the NBA? Who knows? I don't know. Because, that is the land of the giants. But I tell you what, he is a leader. He knows what he's doing with the ball.
He can play some ball.
He's got some ball handling skills to go through. He still loses it a lot. But he just, I don't know, he just does things with the ball that shouldn't be possible. So it really depends on which Tennessee team shows up. Auburn, you've got to stop. Anyway, you got to stop their main player, and I cannot think of his name. Another brain cramp, and I cannot believe I can't think of his name. With Alabama, you got to stop Sears. You've got to stop Sears, and with Duke, you got to stop Flag. Flag is their boy. That's their only go-to. So Tennessee's got a chance. I think, you know what, I'm going to say it. I think the SEC has a chance to go to where it's almost all SEC teams in the finals, in the final, like Elite Eight, because the SEC is just going to be glad to stop playing the SEC because we're killing we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Because, everybody in the SEC is tough this year. Everybody. They just won't give Tennessee a break and let us have a sport for a year. Although we are the national champions, defending champions in baseball, so we got that.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. Congratulations on
Tony
that.
Vitello, he's a great coach. But Rick Barnes, I think, he's going to be a Hall of Famer coach. He's just amazing coach. He's going to go up there with Coach K and, all those from Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. Still got a while for football season.
Yeah, and we'll talk more on the draft.
Yeah, I saw some trades
Closer.
going on and stuff like that in football. So we'll talk more about that. So we'll talk more about that as we go because I saw Indianapolis was getting some big players, and I saw that New England, I hate to say it, was making some big trades. They were trading big. They're beefing up, and I don't want to see that. Not a New England fan, kind of dislike them all the way around, but they are making some big moves that will make. I think it's going to make an immediate difference. And I just saw, who was it? Cleveland, I think, the Browns just made a trade for a quarterback, but they brought in a number one. They drafted a first-round pick of a quarterback that they said was going to be their franchise quarterback, but now they brought this guy in, and I want to say it was Jones, but I don't remember.
Mac Jones?
Now, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Guys, I'll let you know as I figure it out. But they brought him in. Now there's going to be a quarterback battle there that should be epic. I mean, both of those players are just awesome. I don't remember who they were, but I remember going, man, that's going to be tight. That's going to be a tight play.
I don't see. So you're talking about the Browns bringing in another quarterback, and so if the Browns traded for Mac Jones,
it may not have been Matt. I don't remember.
Because Mac Jones was the quarterback for the Patriots.
I don't think it was. I don't
horrible
know. I don't know. I don't remember. Guys, I'll have to let you know because I don't remember. I just remember I was laying in bed watching ESPN and I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be tight. That's going to be a great battle. I love to see that. I love to see teams that are bringing in people to battle for positions because at that level, I mean, let's face it, everyone's a superstar. Mm-hmm. Everyone. Mm-hmm. So at that level, to be battling for a position and someone saying, oh, I'm comfortable at being wide receiver and I ain't going to bring anyone in to take me out, it's good to see. Bring in that competition, makes everybody better. Makes some people upset because they've been playing for 10 years and now they're going to be second string. But whatever, dude. I mean, if you're better, play. If you're not, you're sitting on the side. So, but we're going to have to wrap this up. We're getting pretty long. So, I'll watch the race this weekend and I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah. Watch the race this weekend. We'll talk about it. We will talk draft closer to April.
Yeah,
because that's when
closer.
Yeah, because it's I want to say it's like mid-April.
I didn't see any GOATs comments from last week that we said we were going to talk about. So
yeah. But anyway, we wrap it up. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe.
What was you talking about your? What was last week's video? You were by yourself, so and I even commented down below. So, but I don't remember what it was about. What was it about? What did you do your video on last week?
Did Formula One.
Yeah.
Did
Anyway.
I'll have to go back. Go back and
so
look at the video.
Y'all comment down below. Give us something to talk about other than just ourselves. Definitely click like, follow, and subscribe.
Absolutely.
So that you get those notifications.
Hit that button.
Yeah, click that little alarm bell so you know when we come out with a new long video, apparently. But It's good to see you. I love talking sports with you.
Yeah, sorry we're about a week late.
Yeah.
But we'll get it done when we can. It's trying to go. Every Wednesday or every other Wednesday. Schedule's been kind of crazy. So
Well, it's going into spring. Everyone's trying to get into that fever.
yeah.
But we'll get it straightened out, guys. That's on us. You just click like and subscribe, and just leave comments down below if you watch this. So just even if it's, hey, I watched it, thought you sucked, whatever. Leave comments, man, so we can talk about
Give
it.
us something to talk about.
Absolutely. But other than that, man, let's get out of here.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right, fans. Y'all have a good
Balls
one.
for life, baby. Go.